The Lifesteal SMP. We all know it, right? The deadliest Minecraft SMP. A server with some of the deadliest Minecraft players. No matter which of the 7 seasons you watched, there's one thing about it that everyone recognizes, and that's the Lifesteal plugin. Here's the thing, though. I had a theory that the Lifesteal plugin could be recreated in like 5 datapack functions. And listen, I'm not stupid. I know 100 other versions of this plugin already exists publicly. As datapacks, mods, whatever. So why am I doing this? Because I can. Anyways, I pulled up a new datapack template and got started. The first thing I did was just implement the basic heart addition and heart removal system. But then came the rest. The next thing I added was the heart item, which in the SMP you can consume to gain a heart. You can only get it by doing /withdraw, and the crafting recipe, which was what I made next, right after just adding the heart loss mechanic, which was easy with a scoreboard and the heart loss function, which I had already added. With datapacks, you can't make custom commands. However, there are scoreboards you can add that you can trigger using the /trigger command, which was how I ended up kind of implementing the /withdraw function, even if it's /trigger lifesteal withdraw, which is a little bit more of a mouthful, but that was all I had access to, so we work with limitations. I also couldn't add a number after the /withdraw command, which, I mean, I could manually add every single number you could put in there, but I wasn't about to do that, so you get what you get. However, regarding the heart crafting, thinking about it, I couldn't understand what only letting players craft hearts when they were under 10 did for the server, because that could easily be bypassed, right? You just stay under 6, craft like 20 hearts, and then consume them all at once. I mean, you could just infinitely craft them, so I ended up figuring there was just a rule in place rather than a mechanical impossibility. Despite that, I still distinguished the two by making them 2 separate items. I'm well aware this can be bypassed, but there's a rule in place, I guess. The next thing I did, arguably the most important part of the plugin, was the heart stealing mechanic by killing the player. This was relatively easy because all I had to do was connect player kills to heart gain with a scoreboard. I did learn, however, that scoreboard in Minecraft by default doesn't count when you kill yourself. So killing yourself in my datapack just literally makes you lose a heart, which I find really funny. After that, I thought I was done, but then looking at the Lifesteal wiki, I was reminded about the Beacon of Life. The item on Lifesteal used to revive dead players. I knew already that the way they implemented it in the game, I could not do with datapacks. I can't open chest GUIs with datapacks, it's just not possible. But I did try a thing with mules briefly, just because they can have inventories, but it just wasn't as polished as I wanted it to be. But while contemplating this issue, I ended up just putting in a revive function, which does exactly as you think it would, just so I could connect it up to whatever I decided to make the revive system. But while doing my research on the mule garbage, I wasted like an hour, I came across a video by Infernal Device talking about loot table. And can I tell you, my eyes were open. Coming from the command block scene, I was pretty much only using functions. And I mean, I'd slowly learned predicates and advancements and stuff like that. But loot tables are crazy. I mean, I can make players drop their own heads. And with that came the idea that to revive players, you needed to have their head. And I would only make it drop on permadeath, which could actually add to the tension a lot. If, say, an enemy team killed your teammate, you would have to steal your teammate's head back from the enemy player. So I think that would be really cool. But of course, that meant I'd quickly make sure that you couldn't burn or explode or destroy the heads so that the player would permanently be dead. And I ended up doing the same for the revive beacons as well, just because the revive beacons are kind of hard to get. Anyway, implementing the revival was a simple case of finding the Conure video with the food right-click detection advancement and just putting it in my own map where I could finally get the revival system working. Okay, so there are a couple of things I wanted to explain. Heart add, heart loss, heart modification. Okay, so heart add and heart loss are basically the same thing. It uses macros, so first the player figures out how much health they have, it saves it to a scoreboard, then it subtracts 2 in heart loss, and in heart add it adds 2. In both of them it stores the result of the modified amount of health in storage, and then the final thing is it runs the heart modification. Both of them do the same thing, the only difference here is that it resets the death score. So the scoreboard that says how many deaths you have, this one resets it. You notice the heart modification function, that's this one. All this does is it sets your health to whatever the value saved in the scoreboard was. It's a macro. That's that part. I mean, the crafting recipes are just crafting recipes. I'm not gonna explain everything, but I will explain the if heart add, because you know how Lifesteal has a thing that says you can't have more than 20 hearts, which is 40 health. Basically, this thing just checks, hey, if you're under it, then you can add it. If you're over it, then it will say no. That's all that is. Revival. First thing, if revive. What that one does is basically it's making sure the conditions are met. You have a player head in your offhand and a revive beacon in your main hand. It's an advancement, so if you've used the item, that's basically it. Oh, revival selection. This is basically just saves the data of the player head in your hand, the name of the player, in storage, and then it runs this one, which basically just runs the revive function as the player and clears the player who's reviving's main hand, or offhand the player head, which then the player runs the revive function, tells them they've been revived, teleports them to the player who revived them. It sets the attribute of the max health to, wasn't it 8 heart? Oh, and then it adds, right, so it sets it to 3 hearts and then it adds 1 more with the heart add just to make sure everything fits into the system. Because if you set attribute directly, actually should work if you do the attribute directly, but I don't know, felt like doing it this way. It just, you leave the dead team, you set game mode to survival. If you were in like adventure mode or something, it's a little bit, it will set you back to survival. Most people are playing this with survival, I think. Gives you instant health, so you're back up to full, and then it plays the totem sound, because cool sound effects. And then it revokes the advancement. Yeah, I mean, not very complicated. Withdraw is literally just a trigger scoreboard. If I look here, Lifesteal withdraw trigger. And then if an tick function checks if you've run the function or run the trigger, then it runs the withdraw function, which just removes on your hearts, gives you the heart item, and then resets the scoreboard, the trigger scoreboard for you. Pretty simple. It took way longer than it should have. Here, let me. I'm at 2. Okay, don't kill me again. I'm going into creative mode. And now I have 3 again. Why do I have keep inventory on? I'm at 3 hearts. Why are you attacking me? I'm lacking. Stop. Stop. It's so bad. Stop messing with me. Come on. I'm trying to test. Just stand still for 2 seconds.
Oh.
It's pig. I'm lagging. This is abuse in some countries. 2 hearts. Just let me kill you, please. I'm lagging so bad if you watch my recording. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to straight the thing. Just What did I still miss? And there's his head. Okay, so let's just put this in my off hand, this is my main hand. It's low-key why I put the beacon back in the chest, because clearly. Bye.